my name's Abby Moran, and today I'll be showing you how to make ooey gooey chocolate chip cookies, perfect for any bake sale. Before we start, what is a chocolate chip cookie? So, a chocolate chip cookie is a baked good that consists of many ingredients, such as flour, sugar, butter, and a few more, resulting in a gooey on the inside and crunchy on the outside dessert. Perfect for everyone. The recipe that I'll be sharing with you guys today has been passed down for a few generations from my grandma to my mom and so on and so forth. The ingredients needed are flour, granulated sugar, baking soda, vanilla extract, butter, brown sugar, salt, 2 eggs, chocolate chips, shortening, a spoon to scoop with, measuring spoons, and a measuring cup. This recipe also calls for 2 bowls, one for the dry ingredients and then one for the wet ingredients. Along with this, it is recommended that you use any kind of mixer. I'll be using a hand mixer with the whisk attachments. We'll be starting off with bowl 1, which is the dry ingredients. For the first step, you'll be adding 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour to your dry bowl. Once your flour is added, the next step is adding 1 teaspoon of salt into the mixture. Your next step is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now that that's done, let's set it aside. Now onto bowl 2 for all the wet ingredients. Your next step is 3/4 cup brown sugar. Make sure it is firmly packed. Your next step is adding 3/4 cup granulated sugar and mixing that into the bowl. Next up, soften a 1/2 cup butter in the microwave. Your butter should look all nice and melted, ready to be mixed in. Now mix the butter in with all the other wet ingredients. Along with the butter, I like to add shortening as a substitution as well. Shortening helps the cookies sometimes stay together better, and they're less fattening and keep everything all combined. So it's an awesome tip and trick to include in your recipe. Now, add your 1/2 cup of shortening into the bowl. Your next step is to mix up all the wet ingredients. For your next step, you will add 1 teaspoon of vanilla into the bowl. This can be any kind of vanilla, but the one I'm using is Mexican vanilla extract. The next step is adding your 2 eggs into the wet bowl and mixing it all together until fully combined. It's always important to wash your hands as we're working with eggs and they have salmonella, which is really bad for you. Now we should have a completely done wet bowl and a dry bowl. So now it's time just to mix it all together. It's important to remember when mixing to only add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients little by little, only little portions at a time. After mixing everything together, this is what your final dough should look like. The final step before you put them in the oven is to add the ooey gooey chocolate chips into the mix. Now your dough is perfect and ready to be rolled. Next up, you're going to roll your dough using any tool you'd like. Now it's time for your cookies to go in the oven at 350 degrees for around 10 to 12 minutes. always make sure to have your oven mitts because we don't want to get burned and the pan's going to be super hot when getting them out of the oven. Oh, look, they're done right now. All in all, these cookies are the perfect treat anyone can make. They're cheap, easy, and taste absolutely delicious. Thanks for learning with me.